bringing narratives to life, LLM powered text to video for engaging storytelling. I'm Ruhi, your host for today, and we are diving into how cutting edge technology is transforming the way stories can are told. Joining me are Kapil, a fractional CTO renowned for driving AI innovations, and Vivek, the engineering head leading the development of transformative technologies. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thanks, Rui, for having me. I'm thrilled to be a part of this conversation, and I will try to explore how an AI can unlock the creativity in storytelling.
Thanks, Uri. This is an exciting topic, and I am eager to share insights from the technical and application perspective.
Fantastic. Today we are talking about the intersection of creativity and technology, how large language models are revolutionizing storytelling by generating animated videos from simple text. Let's set the stage by understanding the challenges of traditional video creation. Kapil, could you please share some light on it?
Sure, Ruhi. So, video production, especially for complex narrative, is not a small feast. It requires expert animation. It requires specialized tools. It requires significant time investment, and it requires a lot of budgets. For instance, creating an animation, let's say, take an example of Krishna advising Arjuna from the Bhagavad Gita.
Uh, Kapil's,
Am I audible?
yes, sir, but it is saying your recording has failed.
No, no, that is fine. That is fine. I mean, it will record later on. So, I was just saying that video production, especially for the complex narrative, is not a small piece, no, a small feat. So, it requires expertise from animation. You need complex tools. It's a time-consuming process, and it requires lots of budget. For example, if you take the example to animate a scene from Bhagavad Gita where Krishna is giving advice to Krishna advising Arjuna, and it will take maybe months to perfect that scene. So it that makes very difficult for small organization like educator or spiritual groups or some kind of a smaller group which cannot afford that kind of a luxury of producing high quality video. So that is the main challenges that normally traditional video production have at the moment.
Uh, that's quite a big hurdle. Vivek, could you expand on the specific challenges creators face today?
Of course, Uri. So, as Kapil also already mentioned, that one major challenge is the accessibility. So these, advanced animation tools and these tools are not really easy to operate on, and it requires a quite steep learning curves, maybe some years of training. And for that, anyone who is really want to work on producing these videos, they have to hire a agency or some experts to build such kind of videos. And that it's again it's a cost for hiring such skilled professional, and investing in rendering software can be prohibitive. So even when the tools are available, like synchronizing the dialogues, gestures, and scene composition demands enormous amount of manual effort. So that is actually the very much required a huge expertise, which is most of the time do not have, at least these days the YouTubers and Instagram, there are a lot of content creators, and they do not have so much skills around these animation tools. And this is exactly where these LLMs can help these guys.
Okay.
Yeah, Vivek, let's not, sorry to cut you off, Ruhi, but I would like to add one more point here. That traditional methods are not designed for scalability, right? I mean, for example, if an educator wants to create 10 videos explaining different chapters of Bhagavad Gita, so it could take months for them to just do that, and it will require a sequential process. This bottlenecks limits the creativity and slows down the content uh, generation process.
So basically, the barriers that we face today are cost, complexity, uh, time, the long processing in making out the videos. But technology has a way of breaking barriers. So, Kapil, how do LLMs come into play here?
That's a great question, Ruhi. Can you move to the next slide? Yeah. So the thing is that solution lies in leveraging the generative AI models, particularly the LLMs. Like maybe we can use diffusion, we can use Sora and other type of libraries to simplify and accelerate the video production. The idea is straightforward. Like you give them a kind of a script, and generally then these LLM generate the characters, they generate videos, they generate voiceover, and if required, they generate also the subtitles. And after having that, it will generate the entire video. So, I mean, you can also maybe give specific things like maybe character movements, then the dialogue synchronization, even the background music, right? So you can specify everything in the script.
So that's interesting. So, Vivek, can you give us a deeper technical perspective on how it works?
I think maybe his network connection, but I can answer uh, on his behalf. So yeah, he's back. He's back.
Sorry, I lost. I think we were talking about. Can you, like, Ruhi, help me from
Uh,
where we?
so my question was, Vivek, that what are the deeper technical perspective on how LLMs work, like
Oh,
currently how they work?
okay, certainly, Ruhi. So LLMs are powerful, in understanding the context and generating the coherent scripts. So when we integrate this with the animation frameworks, they can translate these scripts into dynamic visuals. For example, the system could generate, Krishna's gesture as he speaks, and ensuring that they align with his dialogues. Background elements like the, battlefield scenes for the Bhagavad Gita can also be rendered automatically based on the context described in the text.
I would like to add one more point here, Rahul. It's not just about the automation or automating the animation. He can, I mean, using LLM, he can also personalize the things as well. For example, imagine that you are just creating your custom characters for Krishna or for Arjuna, and then you can just give them a kind of a sample voice that, okay, this is the voice for Krishna, right? And I mean, and you can also specify that, okay, there are the kind of visuals that you would like to have so that there is a unique interpretation from the methodological textbooks, right? So you can do all these kind of a personalization using LLM.
Oh, okay, so that's nice. LLMs can lessen the workload, I guess. But I'm curious, does this mean creators won't need the experience at all? I mean, the animation experience? Mm. Vivek, could you shed some light on this?
Yeah, exactly, Rui. So the goal is to democratize the storytelling by making these video production accessible to everyone, and creators can focus on crafting the compelling narratives without worrying about the technicalities of the animations or rendering. Since these tools are quite harder to learn, and even if you get learned, it still requires a lot of experience to create compelling videos. Now, if LLM can take these heavy lifting from you, now the creators can more focus on what exactly they want to express in their animations, and rest of the technicalities can be handled by the LLMs.
So basically, I can say LLMs are a game changer. So, Kapil, how does this solution compare with the traditional methods?
Well, you see, the difference is night and day. Right? In the traditional methods, those required heavy resources, those require time-consuming because you have, I mean, if you have a director or if you have someone who will explain the things to the actors, and there can be multiple shots and there can be multiple people required to execute that particular storytelling. But using AI approach is very simple. It normally not only reduces the cost but also empower the creators to iterate the things quickly. For example, if a direct, I mean, in traditional way, a director can take multiple takes, right, to complete the shot, right? But over here, you just need to make uh, changes in the script or the narrative that you have provided to the LLM, and you can do those things very quickly. Imagine you're testing different version of a story and see which resonate best to the customer or your audience. That can be done in the fraction of time using using LLM. Otherwise, using traditional approach, it will take months, maybe more months, couple of months to have different version of your stories.
All right, so this is quite interesting. Let's talk about tools and platforms enabling this transformation. So, we've heard about several platforms being evaluated for text to video solutions like Pictory AI, Runway ML, DID, and many others. So, Vivek, could you break down the insights from these evaluations?
Yeah, absolutely, Rui. So we have evaluated all these platforms individually, and we have tried to compare the results by creating a same video with all of these platforms. And each of these platforms bring something unique to the table. For instance, Pictory AI, it simplifies the video creation. We need not require to have a lot of hurdles while creating the video with using this, but it lacks the depth that is needed for character driven narratives. Then similarly, the Runway ML also offers a very creative flexibility, but it also struggle with the rendering the cohesiveness, like multi character scenes. Then the platform like DID are strong in facial animations, but do not support full body gestures or the complex interactions. So yes, all of these platforms have some of their advantages and disadvantages, and we have tried to utilize the mixture of all of these tools to create our videos.
All right. Kapil, would you like to share your thoughts?
Sure. I mean, so we have explored multiple platforms that Vivek already have mentioned. So some of the platforms which I will mention, which I would like to describe here is that we use Kling and Helio to um, convert our narrative script to the video. And you would say that okay, these platforms have their different capabilities, right? For example, uh, if I mean you take the example of Kling, it excel in text-driven animation. White Helio shines in delivering realistic facial expression. So, I mean, it's like, I mean, if you want to just generate uh, your story, you need to see which particular tool will suit you the best. Okay. So it's like if you're addressing the methodological story and integrating your character interaction, you need to choose the tool specifically at that time. So, for example, if a movie, you're creating a movie, so it could be possible that some of the expression you generally use one tool, and for the other expression, for the other things you use different tool.
Okay, so basically the challenge is to find the platform that combines the strength of all these tools. Is that right, Kapil?
Yes, Ruhi. That's the reason we generally emphasis on our roadmap for custom solution that integrate the best features that these platform provide. And generally, we do a kind of a mix and match of these tools to address all their shortcomings.
All right. So now coming to the roadmap, let's dive into what's next for this technology. So, Kapil, could you
Yeah,
tell us about the
yeah,
roadmap?
sure, Ruhi. So our roadmap is basically structured any particular storytelling or a video production in 5 phases. First, we generally do a kind of a research and evaluation of the platform. We generally find out, okay, what type of tools are there, if we need to fine tune those tools or not. Then we identify the one of the best tool that we think that this will match to the current requirement or current script. Then we generally create a prototype, you can say a POC, proof of concept. For example, I would say maybe we take the example if we want to just generally create a Abhimanyu Vad from Mahabharata, right? So we generally generate that particular scenario or that particular video using the chosen platform that we did in the step one. Then come the optimization of the model, right? So once we have done done the POC, then we try to enhance the model. Whether we need to fine tune the characters, we need to provide more realistic pictures or character of the characters. Then we need to generally maybe do the voiceover and those kind of stuff. So that way we generally try to optimize the model that we have. Then we the next step is usability test, right? Then we generally provide these samples to the educator or the content creators to see if these particular of POC are matching their expectation or not. If they are okay, then we can generally scale up with the diverse narratives and characters. Otherwise, if they have any feedback, then generally we generally do the step two again, like maybe creating the prototype again and fine tune the models that we need. So this is the process that we follow for any particular custom solution.
All right. So Vivek, would you like to say anything over the roadmap?
Yeah. So I think the prototype phase is particularly exciting. We are focusing on character designing and dialogue synchronization and basic animations. Once we have that, we will refine the system based on the real world feedback.
Okay, and how long would it'll take to see this all of this in action, Vivek?
If all goes well, we are aiming for a functional prototype within 3 to 6 months. The key is to ensure the system is not only powerful but it should also be easy to use.
All
Uh,
right.
and beyond the prototype, we will see a potential usage of this technology in different platform like education, marketing, entertainment, and health education, manufacturing, prototyping. So we see a lot of scope for using these technologies in different type of categories or different type of industries.
Okay, so that's inspiring. So now, Kapil and Vivek, now that we know how the LLMs work, so let's talk about its potential impact. How do you see AI-driven tech storytelling influencing uh, industries like education, entertainment, and marketing?
Sure, Ruhi. So I'll take the example of storytelling that in education industry it can bring history to life. Imagine that you are just talking about uh, wars of Panipat or maybe just to have a Ramayana or some meteorological thing which normally people fail to understand. I remember in my days there was only text things. There's not pictures or uh, something like Google to depict those scenarios. So using this kind of a storytelling, this can educate a student. They will comprehend the things far better than the text only text thing. And you can just imagine that learning about ancient civilization through animated character, experiencing historical event can be a game changer for anyone because everyone should learn from their history.
Yeah.
Mm, yes.
And in marketing, I think this technology could revolutionize how the brands connect with their audience, creating personalized ads and interactive content at scale. So if I can, I'm just visualizing a marketing campaign where a product is talking to the end user, and end user is actually talking about the product, asking more questions about whether it is valuable or not. So these kinds of interactive ads can be easily achievable now with the help of dynamic video generation using these LLMs. And similarly, in the entertainment, AI powered narratives like could lead to entirely new forms of interactive storytelling. In fact, I'm now imagining that maybe in future, near future, we will be seeing that people is trying to altering the uh, for example, one of my favorite animation or maybe one of my favorite movie, I do not like the ending of that video. Maybe the people start trying to alter the scene, overall scene. They try to create their own video to get more satisfied experience. So that's the things that I am very much like visualizing right now.
Uh, it's exciting. It's like AI driven storytelling is will be reshaping multiple sectors. So now, finally, as we embrace the potential of AI powered video creation, uh, there are important ethical considerations. So, Vivek, what ethical challenges do you foresee in this technology?
Yeah, ethical concern is the right now is the biggest concern, in fact, all over the world. And one of the concern ensuring that the AI system we develop do not perpetuate bias or produce any misleading content. I am right now like visiting a lot of YouTube videos and Instagram videos where there are a lot of fake information is spreading through the AI generated content, and we have to create some policies around it, and we have to be mindful of the narratives we promote and how the AI interprets these the diverse cultures, perspectives, and histories.
That's a valid point, Vivek. And we must also consider the intellectual properties rights and the impact of automation on creative workforce. I mean, it is crucial to strike the balance between technology and human creativity. Because, human creativity, nobody can replace the creativity of human being. These technology should only enhance the creativity, but I feel that it cannot replace the human creativity. So, respecting the intellectual rights of others, like you're not infringing the copyright of somebody else by using these technologies. So that is also essential.
So, as AI continues to evolve, these considerations will play a significant role in shaping the future of storytelling. So, the possibilities are vast, uh, but so is the responsibility. So, thank you, Kapil and Vivek, for sharing your expertise, and thanks to our audience for joining us today. If you'd like to learn more or collaborate with us, feel free to reach out using the contact information in this slide. Until next time, keep innovating and bringing your stories to life.
Thanks,
Thank
Ruhi.
you.
Thanks, Vivek. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.